So if I was a GM and I needed a new quarterback, I'm taking Deshaun Watson first.
When you talk about his character, what one quality do you appreciate?
His maturity. I mean, he just kind of sticks to himself. He knows what he wants to do in life. He knows his goals that he wants to accomplish, and he's not going to let anything or anybody get in the way of that. He doesn't have a lot of friends. He's got a couple of close buddies. You never see him out. He's always minding his own business. He's all ball all the time. He obviously cares a lot for his mom, his aunt, and his family in Gainesville, Georgia. And he cares a lot about Clemson, the reputation that he has from his family. And I think he's not going to do anything to jeopardize that. Because they made me, with Stephon, Grady, all those guys took part in shaping me who I am, the man today. With their leadership qualities and the way they went about their business and how they worked every day, I had to give credit where credit was due. They made a huge impact on my life, especially my freshman year when I was with Grady and Stephon. They taught me how to watch film, taught me how to take care of business in the weight room. So I had to show respect where respect's been earned. So that was the reason for that.
You mentioned guys on the offensive side of the ball too. Going through all the names.
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody's a piece of the puzzle. Obviously, our team was the one that brought the trophy back home, but there's so many guys that laid the foundation and laid a brick on that wall to build our Clemson house. All we really did was kind of put the roof on it. But I feel like, along with saying that, I feel like there's definitely not a roof. There's definitely not a ceiling. I feel like there's so much more that our teams can do. And I feel like it's just up to the leadership of each new team to want to accomplish that. So our senior class did that, but hopefully there's going to be more to come.
Ben, critics will say that you're maybe not a great athlete. They'll say you're a good football player, maybe not a great athlete. First, how would you respond to that? And second, do you feel you'll show them up with your performance on the field tomorrow?
Absolutely. I feel like I have nothing to prove. I feel like that I'm the most complete linebacker in this draft. I feel like with my stats and everything I've done over the past 4 years, I've had over 350 tackles in the past 4 years. I had 130 this year. I've been the MVP of 3 bowl games, including a national championship. I feel like with my leadership and my knowledge of the game and my ability to point out plays and point to where the ball is going before the snap even happens, there's not a linebacker. And there's no disrespect to any of the other linebackers. There are obviously a lot of great players in this draft. And I know I'm not perfect, but there's not a linebacker in this draft, and probably drafts before, that you can see on film multiple times pointing, this is where the ball is going, waving, like, come over here, the ball is going here, and it happens. So I feel like all of that being said, you're not going to draft me because I'm 6 foot. I feel like that's not someone doing their homework. I have all the qualities to make a great linebacker. And I think that I'm very confident in that. I'm very confident in my tape. That's why I kind of tell everybody just watch the tape. I feel like that's all I really have to say. And that confidence comes from how hard I've worked since I was 12 years old. That confidence comes from me doing 500 push-ups and 500 sit-ups from 7th grade to my senior year of high school. The confidence comes from me pulling my dad's concrete tires across my driveway. And that confidence comes from all the blessings the Lord's put in my life. I realize where the Lord's blessed me and where He hasn't. And I've maximized everything that He's placed in my life. And everything He hasn't, just put in the side door. Not really worried about it. And I just realized that everything I have, I got to maximize it every single day. And I feel like I have, at least for the past 4 years. So that's why I feel like I'm the most complete linebacker in the draft.
Have the Steelers met with you at all since you've been here?
I met with a lot of teams. Obviously, they all kind of mix together sometimes, but I'm pretty sure I met with them. But you're in that room, the train station, and you're all over the place. So I've met with a lot of teams. I've had great interviews. I feel like I've definitely separated myself, just showing them that I know what I'm doing. And I don't mean that in a cocky way. I'm just very confident in all the work I've put in, and just be able to show them I know ball. And I think my tape speaks for that too.
And what would you consider a successful weekend here?
I don't. Just take care of business and just compete. If I want to go out there and compete and everything. So I've obviously worked my butt off for the past, ever since the Senior Bowl. So I've been working, so just go out there and just do the best I can.
What was the Senior Bowl experience like, and what kind of feedback did you get there in terms of things?
I thought I had a very successful week. I led the team in tackles in the game. I met a lot of great guys. I've become really good friends with Alex Anzalone. I I was roommates with him the Under Armour game our senior year, and we roomed together at the Senior Bowl, and now room together here at the Combine. So it's really cool to just meet all these new players all across the country and just kind of get to pick their brain and what they've done over the past 4 years, 3 or 4 years. I met a lot of coaches, had a lot of great interviews, discussed a lot of ball. So I feel like it was a very productive week for me.
You talked about Deshaun and kind of that redemption, that journey to try to get the redemption in the championship game. When you have a quarterback like that, just what does it mean for you, especially not only from the beginning, but you go down 14-0 to Bama?
Right. No, you're very confident, especially with our side of the ball. We know we have a lot of talent and leaders with Carlos, me, Tootie, Jadar, and a lot of other guys. So it just allows us to just focus on our side of the ball. We know with Deshaun, Wayne, Jay Guillermo, Mike, Jordan, all those guys that they're very mature. I know they're going to take care of business, snap in and snap out. So it really just allows me and the other leaders on the team, especially on defense, just to focus on our side of the ball because we know they're going to take care of business every week.
Thank you. About the stuff that happened on the field.